Hi, hello, my name's Belinda Harris-Reid and I'm designing something called Anchors Away, which is it's going to be a top-down jumper, which is actually quite fun. But I've kind of used this technique which I think that people may go, Belinda, what on earth is going on here? So I thought actually if I had a YouTube video, you'd be able to see what was going on. So I'm sitting in my garden. It's very beautiful today in sunny Devon. And so here we go. This is what I'm going to show you how it all works. What we're doing, let me talk you through. What we're doing here is we've got these loops. Now what they are, essentially, they're not loops, of course, as you can see. To start with, they're just strips. There they are, strips. So what I've done is I've cast on 20 stitches, and then I've worked 6 rows, and I've cast off 20 stitches, and I've carried on following the pattern, repeat, and then when I've come here I've cast off 20, carry on going. When I come to this row, the next row, I cast 20 stitches back on. Keep going, do the same thing, blah 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 blah, keep doing that. So wherever you see cast off 20, cast on 20, this is what you're going to get. Okay, the way that I've cast on, which I will show you in a minute, is really just loopy loops, but I'll show you what I mean by that in a minute. So when you've got to here, this is the bit that I think people are going to go, ooh, what happened? Is that the way that I've made these all link up comme ça, I don't know if you can see like that, yeah? So what I've done is I've twisted this over, so I've made that into a loop. I've crossed the left hand side, so I've got right side facing, left side, right side, and I've crossed the left side over the right side, so you've got essentially that loop. And then I've done the same thing with the other one. I've twisted it and pushed it through the loop. I've folded it over and twisted it through the loop. You can do it to the right side or the left side. So yeah, left side over, left side over, and through. Doesn't really matter which way you put it in, I don't think. But anyway, keep it uniform, and then you're twisting it again, popping it through, twisting it again, popping it through. Does this make sense, what I'm doing? Here, twisting it, popping it through, like that, twisting it again, popping it through, twisting it again, popping it through, twisting it again, popping it through. And then I think there's one more, doodly-doo, there. Okay, so what you've got is you've got these rather nice loops. Now, what happens when you get to the bit, if you can imagine you're working top down, from the top here downwards, when you get to the bit where you're actually now splitting for sleeves, you want to stop doing this because you're going to work a different pattern repeat. You're going to be working maybe a stocking stitch. I haven't quite decided what it's going to be yet, but anyway, I think it's going to be stocking stitch. What you need to do is you need to get some of these stitches, not all of them, only 10 of them out of the 20 onto your needle. And I'm going to work this till I get round to the loopy bit here, and then I'm going to show you how I pick those stitches up. So I've got a few stitches to go here. And I'm increasing as I go. So bear with me. I'm just going to do this speedily without talking. Hi, so back again. Just untangling my yarn. So what you've got here is you've got this on the pattern, which I think you can see. And this is the loop you've just got. So I'm just going to work up to that loop, and then I'm going to show you how in the pattern you'll say pick up 10 stitches. So I'm now just doing 4 lots of purl. So you've got this great big baggy bit here. So go back to the last bit. I twisted it and I put it in there. So with the stocking stitch, which is this side, not the reverse stocking stitch, which is this one with bumps, but that on the front, I've pulled it so I can see where that stocking stitch starts. So if you can see here, this is purl, and these bumps, first stocking stitch, and here's stocking stitch. So I'm going to miss the first 5 loops. So if you can see here, yeah, I'll bring it closer to you. You see? So you've got here, first 5 loops, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is your cast off edge, yeah? And these now, so you're going to knit from the edge of the loop, you're going to knit 10 stitches. It can be a bit fiddly, but bear with me on this. It will look very pretty. So, go back again, here you go, you pull it so you can see the beginning of where the loop is here, and you miss 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and you go into this one, that's right, 1, 2, 3, 5, and you go into this one, and you knit it, yeah? So you're going to do that for 10. 1, 2, does that make sense? 3, so it's this one here. If I lift it, you can actually see 3 there, 4, 5, it's that one there, 5. Pull it so you can see it, 5. There it is again, 6, 7, there it is, 7. Another one, 8. 2 more, 9. This one here. 1 more, and that's that one there. 10. Now you have your 10 stitches. So you've got here this bit when you're not doing anything. This bit here where you've got your 4 stitches, which are reverse stocking stitch because you're working in the round. Yeah. And there is your loop, which you've now picked up your 10 stitches. So you have 5 that you've done nothing with, 10 you've picked up, and 5 round the corner over here. Yeah? And then you carry on working again the pattern. So the pattern repeats. So here you are. You're now doing 1, 2, 3, 4. And you've got your loops and loops again. So now you have to do the same thing again. So there's your thingy. There's your twisted loop. Put your last twisted loop in there. Make sure that the stocking stitch section is to the front. If that makes sense. Okay, so section to the front. There it is. And then you pull that so you can see the beginning. There it is. And you miss 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And you pick up 10. So sorry, you need to put that at the back because you're doing knitting stitches. So there you go, 1, 2, bit fiddly, but it's alright, 3, 4, yeah, sorry, you're off camera there, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I think that makes sense, doesn't it? 10. Super. So there you've got that, and then you're on your way again. You're doing that. So that's the most kind of klutzy bit. Otherwise, it's all just casting off and casting on, which is quite good. So this is me rattling around now. If you knit continentally, continental knitters out there? I'm sure there are lots. And here you go, this way, where you're knitting. Doodly 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 doo. There you go. So whichever way you go, and that's how we're doing anchors away with the loops and loops. So as you can see here, if I go back to my little marker, there's my marker. I've started. That's my first lot of loops that I've done. That's my second lot. That's another loop. And then I've got 2 here, which I've just done. And there they are. So when it's all washed and blocked, it'd be quite nice, I think, if you can imagine that. Someone said to me it was Vivienne Westwood. I don't know if it's Vivienne Westwood. Anyway, enough. It's a Belinda Harris-Reid Strange Construction. Enjoy. I hope that makes sense. If it doesn't, give me a blast or a holler and say, Belinda, I don't know what you're talking about. And I'll endeavour to answer your questions and to explain it more simply. But I'm sure you'll get it. Okay then, thanks. Over and out. Okay then, bye. Bye, bye, bye.